your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace, and welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast show, and I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast show. How are y'all doing today? Good evening. Welcome back. Happy to be here. Today is April 15th. We're already in the middle of April. And it's Monday. And you know what Monday is? Monday is our cultural studies night. And because our culture is so broad, we give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But tonight, we want to go ahead and discuss two very well-known people in our culture. And that's Dr. Bill Cosby, as well as OJ Simpson. And OJ Simpson just recently passed. So we want to share our gratitude to the Simpson family. But we're going to discuss Bill Cosby and OJ Simpson. Hats off to both of those brothers. They have been an impact in not only the world of entertainment and sports, but both of them have made or been part of great movies that I'm sure a large majority of us have rated in our top 15, 20 movies. OJ Simpson with the airplane comedy movies, which was fun back in the days, with Leslie Nielsen, actor, but also OJ Simpson appeared in Roots, the movie Roots, season 1. So, and that always stuck with me, him being a father, and Kunta was interested in his daughter. Definitely, if you have not seen Roots, definitely check that out. And Bill Cosby playing in such films as, first the Cosby Show, of course, being a producer, as well as the actor of the show, the family show, the Cosby Show. But Mr. Cosby done played in so many things. He produced, written, voiced for Fat Albert, cartoon series. Let your kids check that out. If you want to find that, go on YouTube or something that's out there. Mr. Cosby's just a big impact. Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again. Some of my favorite films of his, So we want to definitely discuss that tonight. So that's what we're going to get into shortly here at Coffee Talk Podcast. I do want to say that I miss y'all, man. We have a lot going on in the month of April. I do anyway. So, we have got some shows, and it's our third show this past week. So we've been kind of current. We're not always landing on our actual days, but hey, so far we're shooting over 75%. So it's Monday, and of course we have Cultural Studies Night on Monday. So yeah, we are here, and we're happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here. Let's go ahead and start it off like this. If you're having a wonderful day, go ahead and leave a 3 in the chat box. Go ahead and let me know that you're here. Leave a 3. If you're having an average day, go ahead and leave the number 2 in the chat box. And if you're having a bad day or want that day to start over again, go ahead and leave a 1 in the chat box. And if you just need somebody to talk to, definitely we encourage you to hit our DMs. We'll reach out to you. We want to make sure that we provide a shoulder for you to lean on, or just an ear for someone to listen to you, because we do believe in this fight against mental illness, as well as we're really into wanting to improve our literature in our communities. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Coffee Talk Podcast is about. But listen, if this is your first time appearing in our show, we never start the show without giving you the flavor, which is a drink of some sort, as well as the wise words, which is an affirmation. Because again, we want to be your biggest supporter here at Coffee Talk Podcast, and that's what we do, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into the show. Today's flavor, drum roll, please. Why I gotta get that drum roll all the time? I'm serious. Man, I just want a nice drum roll. Can I get another drum roll, please? I'm done messing with you, man. All right. All right. So check it. Today's flavor. I don't know where you are, but I'm up north. I'm in the Midwest. We are experiencing some beautiful weather right now. Low 70s. But we still got a little chill bite when it gets to be around after 6, 7 o'clock. So, you know what I mean? So because of that, today's flavor is a nice, smooth latte. Grab you a latte, grab your lady a latte, grab one with the almond milk, caramel, you know what I mean? Put some whipped cream on that for her or you, pause, you know what I mean? And just relax. Relax out on your patios, kick your feet up and stay sucker free. So tonight's flavor is a smooth latte for you and your lady. No doubt. All right, next is our wise words. And our wise words, again, is wise words, affirmations to just encourage, uplift, and push our people that may need it. I know I always need a little bit of nourishment of some affirmation. You know what I mean? So tonight, we want to pay homage to a great actor, director, philanthropist. He was born December 18th, 1917, and he went to the Essence February 4th. He is a graduate of Howard University. And will I be wrong calling him doctor? I believe he was a doctor in his arts. Go ahead and leave it in a comment if this person is not. But the person we're going to discuss tonight goes by the name of Mr. Ossie Davis. You ever want to check out Ossie Davis? One of my favorite films that comes to mind is Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. Ossie Davis was the character called the Mayor. All right. So here is Ossie Davis's wise words. He says, any form of art is a form of power. It has impact. It can affect change. It can not only move us, it makes us move. I'm going to read that one more time. Today's wise words by Mr. Ossie Davis. Ossie Davis said, any form of art is a form of power. It has impact. It can affect change. It can not only move us, it makes us move. These are the words of Mr. Ossie Davis. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Where you at? You know where you at. Coffee Talk Podcast. The flyest, the livest podcast in the nation right now, man. Y'all jump on, baby. Year 3 coming up this summer. No doubt, no doubt. All right, so welcome to the show. And, you know, I've been thinking about our heroes lately because, you know, me, I just see the pattern. I see what's going on. I see the attack of the black male to emasculate, in some cases try to eradicate the black male, the black family. And so oftentimes we are our worst enemy. And I wanted to talk about tonight, or we're going to discuss tonight, Bill Cosby and OJ Simpson. Now, I kind of want to set the stage for this discussion. No, I'm not going to discuss Bill Cosby dropping pills and drinks, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not really going to discuss the situation with OJ and Nicole back in the 90s. What we're going to talk about tonight is the pound cake speech, as well as this wordage of I'm not black, I'm OJ. So we're going to discuss the meaning of that, how it correlates to people, our people. And then it's going to be a great show, man. I'm getting excited already. I'm getting goosebumps. Because we don't have real shows anymore. I mean, Coffee Talk Podcast is the livest thing, man. You know, because you get honesty. You're being able to come here and just take a break from all of the negativity that is compounded and force-fed to you throughout the day. From TV to bad news to TV to outside. You don't get a chance to just relax. So that's what we do here at Coffee Talk Podcast. We like to bring you the flavor 3 times a week. The nights you can catch us on YouTube, as well as our page on Coffee Talk Podcast on Facebook. You can catch us on Sunday, Monday, alternate nights. We call that Cultural Studies Night, where we give props to our ancestors. We give props to our poets, our scholars, our doctors, our lawyers, our people. Then on Wednesdays, we give you what we call Sports Night. But we're not your typical sports show. We don't care about who won or lost the game. We care about the different intricacies that's going on in the world of sports with our people. And then on Friday, Saturday night, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in, kick your feet up, avoid the bars, avoid the drama, stop by the LQ, grab you and your man some dinner, go home, kick y'all's feet up, get into your fuzzy warmies or whatnot, and y'all watch together Coffee Talk Podcast, because we got something for the men and the ladies. It's called Grown Folks Social Hour. We love to have fun on the weekend. All right. So let's go ahead. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get into the speech. Now, let me see if I can share. You know, I haven't been messing with this in quite some time. So how can I share the screen? Here we go. Can I do that while we're live? I don't want to lose y'all. The show has been great thus far. Let me go ahead and try it. Okay, great. And let's go to, let's see. Give me a moment, my people. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Here we go. I want to go to window. And I wanted to bring up that poem. I'll tell you what, I don't want to lose y'all because we're having a great show. But there was a poem called, or not a poem, first of all, let me correct myself. It was a speech titled Pound Cake by Mr. Bill Cosby. This speech took place May 17th, 2004. This speech took place during an NAACP Legal Defense Fund awards ceremony in Washington, D.C. It was to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Brown versus the Board of Education. Okay. So I'm only saying that to set the tone for what we're going to get into. Now, if some of you are right there and you can actually pull up this speech called The Pound Cake by Bill Cosby, put that in your search bars. Go to YouTube and go to video. That way you can just hear the video of it. This was back when Bill Cosby had made some accountable statements. And there's a reason why I'm saying accountable. He made some accountable statements about the behaviors of our children in the schools, the failures of parenting, the lack of accountability of both. He also discussed how our people talk. Some got offended because the way he expressed that, they feel that that was the hour of Bill Cosby bojangling. And then there's some that feel like he was just speaking truth. But some didn't like the fact that perhaps it was because it was in front of the NAACP. And you know who created that if you ever research that history? Or, as we know Bill Cosby, if you really check out Bill Cosby as far as the historian, the doctor, and all that, was he just taking the stage to say some other things? And I'm kind of disappointed because I don't have the poem in front of me. I'm sure we can get it, or the speech. But here's the thing I want you to understand. In the Pound Cake speech, when he was talking about accountability, there was something that was said of great importance. Could it be that what he said in the Pound Cake speech, the cause of Mr. Cosby's demise from entertainment, possibly even attacks? Because you all know what went on with Mr. Cosby and his court situation. You all know how Mr. Cosby has fallen from his position amongst entertainment and those elites. Was it what they telling you it was? Or did it have something to do with the Pound Cake speech? And I do apologize if you're hearing small little burps. Maybe I can edit that out. But in the Pound Cake speech, when Mr. Cosby's really talking about accountability for the parents and the children, no more blaming the educational systems, so to speak. But Mr. Cosby said in the Pound Cake speech that we need more of Muslims in the community. He said those people can clean up the community. They can do something that cops can't do. Yeah. Tune in, come in, leave something, hit the like button because we're giving you flavor tonight. Something you might not even know. But in the Pound Cake speech, the way it was edited to the world, he was just calling out to people. he was talking bad about us, or he was bojangling for other people. It depends on what lens you were looking at that the scenario of Bill Cosby's delivery. And again, if you want to see the pound cake speech, go to YouTube, type in, or Google, say pound cake speech Bill Cosby, and listen to the video. You don't have to read it for those that don't like to read, although we encourage you to read. But go to the part that says video, listen to the pound cake speech in its full virality. And let us know what your thoughts are. Leave that in the comments. Hit the like button when you share. Share, because we got something for everybody. You know, this is Coffee Talk Podcast. The pound cake speech delivered May 17th, 2004. Woo-wee, I remember that. I remember there were so many people hot. Man, look at Bill Cosby. He done sold us out. What he mean talking about brothers need to pull up their pants from sagging? If I want to sag my pants, I'm going to sag my pants. That is what you was hearing from one group of people. But on the other end or group of people, you was hearing, man, Cosby snapped. But everything he said was factual. But the way it was edited, you didn't know he said what he said about Muslims need to be in the communities. And he said specifically the Nation of Islam. They know how to clean up a community and civilize our people. This was in front of the NAACP, Legal Defense Fund, Washington, D.C. It was a ceremony when he mentioned this. May 17th, 2004. And after that, what happened to Bill Cosby? Hey, I'm just saying, man, sometimes the old media is distracting you. It's just what it is. That's why podcasting is a billion-dollar industry. But it's infiltrated. So when you want to escape the matrix in this negative world, there's only so many podcasts that you could go to that's not pounding you with negative imagery, gender attacks on men and women, ignorance. No, we still want to encourage and pump Black excellence. And that's what we do here at Coffee Talk Podcast. We give you the flavor. Mr. OJ Simpson. I think his name was Orenthal Simpson. Orenthal James Simpson. Orenthal James Simpson. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 32 in the blue and red, white jerseys, Buffalo jerseys. One of the highest, most wanted jerseys back during the Jersey era was the OJ Simpson jersey. Oh, yeah. Perhaps your brother had one, your daddy had one, your mama's boyfriend's boyfriend even had a OJ jersey. I'm just saying. Everybody had an OJ jersey. Man, OJ was the man. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, OJ was the man, and he was also funny. Hell of a football player. Have records that still stand, such as the one that for the most yards in a single season. I think it was 2,100. And I don't watch sports as much anymore because it's entertainment. But Adrian Peterson almost got there. What was it, 2,087 yards away? And I'm just estimating. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments. But I always enjoyed OJ. You know, I always enjoyed OJ. But OJ took a lot of flack. More with today's youth and stuff. Actually, he made a comeback as he went to his essence. But OJ, a lot of people was upset with him when that documentary came out, and I forgot the name, but it showed where OJ came from, his family life, how he went to USC, California kid. And OJ was a guy that never really hung out in the hood. He never was around our people. He didn't do too much mixing with our people. You know, I'm trying to say it a better way than that, but I also got to just say it how, you know, what comes to my mind so I can give you that image of what was going on back then. There was a song titled, I'm Not Black, I'm OJ. And there was a video by Jay-Z as well about a character in blackface named Tom from the 1930s. It was a animated cartoon type joint. Everybody's seen the video. But it talked about that theme of I'm not black, I'm OJ. So what does that mean? It means how blacks would sell out. That's a synonym that some of us used. When they spend their adult lives around primarily white communities, wealthy communities, they don't come back and do nothing, or they're accused of, or maybe perhaps factual, they don't come back to the black communities. They don't give back to the black communities. Now, the reason why I stumble with that description is because we all are aware that when you're down, your community don't support you. Not often. You know, if you are to receive any support from your community, that's saying something, because they don't really support. And that's in all the black communities throughout this country. But when you make it on top, whatever that description is, because we all have a different definition of what success is or what making it is. But when you start to elevate yourself, it be the same black people that want to see you fall, the same black people that want to crumble you. In some areas, they call it crab in a bucket. So my thoughts when I thought about this topic tonight, about OJ, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Could it be that he didn't want to deal with ignorance? And anytime you see ignorance and you don't want to partake in it, especially when it's by your own kind, it'd be your own kind talking about, oh, he acting funny. Oh, he changed on us. Oh, he's selling out. Or could it possibly be that people just would like for you to take accountability to your ignorance and to cut it out? This is what the pound cake speech was about. So does Dr. Cosby and OJ Simpson, are they right as adult black males? And I consider them both alpha males to be able to give judgment on our communities. I feel like the black male righteously has every right to cast judgment or to criticize or to bring in the subject of ignorance and how we can change it for the health of our families and communities and villages. He has every right. However, that's one lens. The other lens was it was in front of the NAACP. Does that matter to you? Leave a comment and let us know. Was they both buck dancing? That's an old word from back in the days, ladies and gentlemen. Buck dancing, bojangling. Let us know what your thoughts are. Did OJ have a right to move away from ignorance? Or no? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's open floor. But we would love to hear your comments. So you have to do us one favor, my viewers. Leave comments. Let us know, because we love to have good conversation like this. It's healthy. We all learn from it. It's beautiful to pick out subjects and have open discussions while we sip on today's flavor, which is a latte with almond milk, caramel, and whipped cream for you and your lady, right? I'm just saying, man. Not to include the ladies, right? So before we go, I'd just like to say thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for rocking with us, supporting our show, being a subscriber to Coffee Talk Podcast. We are the present and the future in this podcast gang, because we gonna always give you black excellence. We're gonna always uplift y'all, man. From your kids to yourself to your family to the elders. We got a show for everybody. So as I get ready to fade to black, I just want to go ahead and throw up that universal peace sign. And I want to say thank you for continuing to support our show, Coffee Talk Podcast. We definitely getting it ready for you this coming summer as well. You know what I mean? We want to just keep giving you the best of the new media, and that's positivity. So until next time, I will see you here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We out of here. Peace.